Hi everyone, this is Erin Stelter, and this is my week 3 video discussion. The most influential piece of media I consumed growing up, I would have to say, is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe book by C.S. Lewis, as well as the whole series, The Chronicles of Narnia, but specifically this book. It left an impact on me mentally and emotionally. It's for several reasons. I read it when I was pretty young, and even though I was raised in church, I would say I was able to recognize the Christian themes in the book, but I think it made some of those concepts more concrete for me than they had been previously, and I related to several aspects of the book, like the four brothers and sisters that didn't always get along but really loved each other. I only have 4 brothers. I just made up an extra brother. But I have 4 brothers, and we, didn't always get along growing up, but we loved each other very much and still do. So I related on that level, and the book kind of introduced me to the fantasy genre that I fell in love with and still love today, and also reading a book series. I think this was the first series that I ever read, and that's something I still enjoy doing, finding a great series and getting into it. Let's see, speculate how it may have influenced your social outlook as a child. As I said, I related to, being a sibling and that sort of thing. And then also the concept of Christianity, and I think it shaped my Christian walk growing up as well. It also set me on maybe a nerdy trajectory that I have fully embraced, but it introduced me to that fantasy, sci-fi world, the concept of alternate worlds and that sort of thing. And let's see, what are some of the signs and symbols this text used to communicate its message? That is one thing that I love about this book, is it is full of symbolism. And I've read it, I don't know how many times, but every time you read it, you kind of glean something new from it. Just start to finish, the wardrobe, is symbolically this doorway to another world and represents, their door to adventure, and also coming back through is, the door to growing up. So that goes both ways. And then obviously the lion Aslan symbolizes Jesus and his acts in the book, where he sacrifices himself for Edmund, represent Jesus sacrificing himself on the cross for humanity. And the white witch represents Satan and, tempting humanity. And just so many things throughout the book that I've probably even forgotten some of the symbolism that I caught, at earlier readings. But anyway, if you haven't read this book, I would highly recommend it. Even as an adult, it's kind of touted as a children's book, but there's so much depth to it, and as well as the rest of the books. And I think C.S. Lewis comes at things from a different way. He wasn't raised in church. He was a atheist a lot of his adult life, and became a Christian later. And so he looks at things and is able to answer questions that, many of us have had, maybe in our Christian walk. And so that's an interesting perspective too. So anyway, thanks for your time, and I look forward to watching y'all's videos as well. Have a good weekend. Bye.